See you next year, the judge told both sides as depositions wrapped up in the Trump civil trial. Closing briefings are now expected to be given at noon on January 5, with summaries set for January 11. The hearing ended on a bitter, then nostalgic note, with angry interrogations followed by handshakes. More than 10 weeks of testimony in the Trump civil case in New York ended Tuesday, with attorneys on both sides now sent home to spend the holiday break writing 50-page closing briefs. The parties will not reconvene until closing arguments set for Jan. 11, just 4 days before the Iowa caucuses, which kick off the presidential primary season. A ruling in case judge's final say in determining future of Donald Trump's Manhattan-based real estate and golf resort empire isn't expected until end of January. But for now, final entry in the tens thousands of pages trial transcripts will remain judge's words. I wish you all a happy holiday season and see you next year. State Supreme Court Judge Arthur Engoron, who has presided over case since the pretrial trial began 3 years ago, was proud to keep massive effort on schedule as he sent everyone home Wednesday. The most surprising thing, he said, is that we actually started the trial on October 2. Come hell or high water. Hell or high water was Engoron's original, oft-repeated threat about that hard start date, and it was kept despite Trump's many efforts to delay the proceedings. At one point in March, defense argued that a 6-month delay was needed for the state attorney general to read all of trial evidence. Nearly 250,000 documents totaling 2.6 million pages. The state had fought delay, arguing that the documents filling 4 hard drives should already be familiar because most of them belong to Trump. AP PhotoLynne Sladky, the last of about 40 people to take stand at hearing, was Cornell University accounting professor Eric Lewis, second of state's 2 rebuttal witnesses, called as an expert witness. Lewis spent hours in testimony that began Tuesday rebutting the defense's lead expert, who testified that sometimes glaring misstatements in Trump's annual net worth statements should have been caught by the Trump Organization's outside accountants. Lewis disagreed Wednesday morning, saying it's responsibility of the person who publishes net worth statements to catch and correct these red flag misstatements. Trump himself had issued the statements before 2017. Beginning in 2017, these statements were made by trustees Donald Trump Jr., vice chairman of the organization, and by former CFO Allen Weisselberg. The lawsuit names Eric Trump as defendants along with former corporate auditor Jeff McConney, a key witness who suggested the GOP leader headed an alleged conspiracy to de lenders and insurers. Lewis' cross-examination was the latest in a series of contentious arguments between witnesses and attorneys at trial. Trump's defense attorney, Jesus Suarez, confronted Lewis' student reviewer